Even our sub, Chase Jones, came on and impacted. So really positive for us. It's what we've been working on as a group, is to put together, a full game. I'd say we probably struggled early in that first quarter, but we were able to right the ship and get the game back on our terms. So really proud of the guys.
What do you think was the issue that gave you that momentum for those last 20 minutes? Particularly with Port trying to move the ball forward, you just couldn't do anything with it. So what changed in your way of playing?
In the last quarter? Or?
20 minutes, in the last 20 minutes.
Well, there's a number of things that we go to at different scenarios. Do we need to score again? What's the scoreboard doing? So we changed a few small things. But really, it comes down to the contest. These guys, they've done a lot of work over months and months, prior to this season starting on how do you win games, tight games of footy like that? How do you get the job done? What's everyone's role in that? How do we, commit and connect? And I thought they did that outstandingly well today, led by this guy who's, the captain on the field, and he's impacting the game obviously, and so we got the result.
What were you most pleased with in general?
Even contribution right across the board, as I said. I mean, winnings is why I'm reasonably pleased in here, but the boys got it done. I think Laddie might have had 26, and then I think we had 5 or 6 players on 20, and when you see some of the best teams in the competition over the past decade, that's the sort of stats you see come through. It's hard to stop that. If you want to tag a player, or we want to be even across the board, and I thought our guys were fantastic with that tonight.
You've spoken plenty of times over the last few years about your execution in front of goal. You must have been pretty happy that under the pump in the last quarter, six or seven straight.
Yeah. I think all the boys' quads are sore from kicking this week. No, we didn't do anything more, did we, than what we normally do. We know we're going to turn that around, and it won't be a trend. It was one game, so yeah, pleasing to kick straight today. But I thought today was a really good sign from a lot of our guys that are really developing their games. Riley Thilthorpe obviously stood up. Saligo again played an outstanding game. Josh Rochelle, Luke Pedler. These guys now are starting to put their hand up and play some really consistent footy.
So Matthew, on the Thilthorpe, he goes from not being being a sub to being a significant player tonight. Where's the growth been in those 3? It's
been behind the scenes at working with Marco Bello and Chelsea Randall and Matty Wright, Michael Godden, Jack Homsch, all our development coaches who put in a hell of a lot of work. James Raleigh, working with him on his forward craft. Doc Clark working with his ruck work. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes that people who are very, very good at what they do, and we make decisions off the back of that. So for Riley, we were confident. We'd seen a moment at training where something really clicked for Riley in around his contest, and I think you saw that tonight. He's getting at that ball. He's got confidence in himself, backing himself in, and he's going to be quite a dangerous player if he continues to work hard like he's doing at the moment.
You seem to play with a bit of a point to prove. Have you been frustrated not being in the team?
I think most players are frustrated when they're not selected. They all get drafted for a reason. They're very good footballers. But from Riley's point of view, the frustration didn't show. He just put his head down and went to work. He knew he was close, and he knew his opportunity would come. That's the way the season works, and we wanted to make sure when it did that he was ready, and he showed that tonight.
Jordan, you had some words to say to him after the team's almost like he must share. I guess any insights into what you kind of said to him after that?
I probably said that I thought it was his medal, to be honest, but I just said I was proud of him. I think, like Nixie said, you can see the work that he's doing, and he wants to get better, and he wants to be a vital part of the team, and to see him step up and play a real big boy presence down there, I think was what was really pleasing to see as a captain. And just you see how much work these guys put in, and to see it pay off in a big game like that was just what I was really happy about.
Matthew, the club obviously went to great lengths to secure Isaac Brandon over the summer. Tonight was probably one of the reasons why you went so hard over your season. Not just the goals you kicked, the ones sort of
hand in, yeah. Yes, he's a very dangerous player. When we're up and going as a team, he's very hard to stop. So I think his first home game, without speaking out of school, I think he had a fair bit going on for the first time he'd played at home last week, but he was focused this week, sorted everything out off field, and you could just see it in his eye before the first bounce that he was ready to go. And I think he came out of the blocks pretty fast. So, yeah, we're really pleased to have him at the footy club, along with this guy. It's, you know, a couple of acquisitions that, you know, really taken us to the next level.
It's probably the biggest crowd he's ever played in front of, given it's his first showdown. Is it not surprising that he's got attributes that he's a big game player, he sort of steps his game up under that sort of pressure?
Well, I remember when he was drafted, and it wasn't in front of 50,000 people, but it was an important game before, you know, that year's draft, and he was outstanding. You know, when the pressure was on, it was time to perform. He stood up, and so that's why he went so high in the draft. You know, he went to the Gold Coast, and so we had our eye on him from that moment onwards.
At what point did you decide that this was going to be a week where you threw Geordie in the middle?
Geordie had him in a headlock during the week, saying I need to play midfield.
I think it was probably Monday. I reckon I think the mids, we just thought it's probably best for myself to be up around the ball and sort of organise the group a bit more from the high point of the ground. And yeah, we decided pretty early, didn't we, that was because that was a clear sort of downfall in our game. I think was our transition, our team defence, and we just needed to get set up high up the ground. So kind of, yeah, talked to you about it on the Monday, didn't I? And wanted that opportunity to rally the troops up the ground.
Jordan, you kicked a longer goal than the one you kicked in the first quarter, that bounced through?
No, I don't think so. I was pretty lucky, I reckon. Overcooked the kick to Filthy, and yeah, I'll take it though. I missed a soda in the second though. But
70 metres, it'll be 90 metres in 20 years' time?
I reckon, yeah. Pity there's footage of it though. I can't put too much mayo on it.
On the midfield, I guess, minutes, I mean, is that something you like to see more or something you feel that you need to do more, is playing the midfield?
I don't know. I've said it before. Like, I don't care where I play, and I think a lot of the talk has been sort of around me playing more mid and stuff. And I just sort of thought that this week, especially, was important for me to play mid and just, yeah, like I said, get the boys set up the ground a bit higher. And yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a cliche, but I'll honestly play wherever sort of the team needs me. And I threw myself forward at stages which you didn't really rate, but yeah, I'm happy to sort of play wherever, to be honest.
Yes, a bit of stick externally, but what did you make of Rob's game tonight? It seemed like he was really impressive in the big moments as well.
Yeah, probably got a better view, although you got a reasonable view of it. Oh, yeah, Rob stood up for us again. I mean, he was huge in the air. I thought his marking was, you know, in that first half, excuse me, probably saved us a bit when we were under pressure. But yeah, he's a big man, and when he gets his body behind it, look out. But he was big for us tonight. Yeah, it was a good game by him. Terrible, just hanging in there. Trying to sit further away from this guy. No, I feel actually better than ever.
Is that the best game you think you've had from watching Murphy?
I think it's 2 in a row now for Murph. You know, I would have had last week as the best game I've seen him play. I'll have to have a look at a little bit more detail of today, but he's just playing a role. You know, he's a really important player for us. It's, you know, you mentioned some of the other players like Rankin and Geordie and, you know, Saligo and these guys. Well, Murph's his own player. He's got a particular role in our team that he plays. We know he put his head over the ball every time. He'll always be in the spot he needs to be. He'll cover for others. So, yeah, he's getting what he deserves at the moment.
How important is it for the group, just in general, Geordie, given it's obviously a long way back from 0-3 and we've seen some Jekyll and Hyde in the first couple of weeks? Just speak to you.
Yeah, I think it's massive. Like we spoke about it after the game, it feels like we're away now, and we can. We've put sort of nearly 4 quarters, I think, tonight together, and I think we showed in the first couple of weeks how good we can be, and to sort of stop the run on a bit tonight with Port was really pleasing. And yeah, I think for the group's confidence, and I know we're quite young, but we want to win and we want to play finals, and for us it's about stringing 4 quarters together. And I think as a captain as well, it's always good to get that first win. I feel you can release the shackles a little bit now and enjoy it, but then move on pretty quickly to next week.
That's, I guess, the decision for Geordie to play more midfield. Is that he comes into your office and says, I think I should play more midfield? Is that why you made him captain? Is that what, like, you know, do you think that's why I made him captain?
Well, it didn't exactly work that way, but that was a joke.
I don't tell him what to do.
You have, though. You have a couple of times. Yeah. No, we've trained all through pre-season with different setups, different structure. and Geordie's been an integral part of that right throughout. So this was nothing new. We hadn't implemented it in game yet this season. We've done it through the pre-season, but I think with today's result or tonight's result, I think it's something that we'll continue to have a look at, depending on the opposition we play. You know, there's different horses for courses. I thought today was, you know, the perfect situation for Geordie to play that role, and he played it perfectly. But it's not new. This is not something we just dreamt up on Monday.
Just in terms of injuries, did Buxy have a bit of an ankle or something there?
I haven't heard. I'd be guessing.
Yeah.
I thought it was more of a laceration or something, but I'd have to look into that. I don't know. Sorry.
Anything else, or was everyone pretty...
Nothing else that I know
Yeah.
of. No, haven't been advised.
And so just Fogg's injury, what do you expect him to available next week?
We're still going to see how he pulls up.
Yeah.
I'm led to believe it was going to be maybe 1 or 2 weeks, so there's still a chance that he may not play next week. And that'll be one we don't take too many risks around.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.